Welcome back to Yellowstone in the winter, part 2, where we hike from Madison Junction to Old Faithful. At the end of this video, I'm going to tell you how you can enter to win a $25 Amazon gift card. You see we got some thermal features in the background here. Okay, here we go. Unstable boiling water.
I'm at 2.7.
2.7 miles?
Yeah.
You suck. I've gone 8 miles.
You're so much better than me.
I noticed that. Because you can't go to Yellowstone without seeing the Yellowstone.
There it is.
Morning.
Morning. Where'd you guys camp last night?
Madison.
Smart. Stay warm.
Yeah. We were toasty warm.
Yeah, you know, it's not bitterly cold right now, so
No,
that's
it's
good
not.
for
Yeah.
winter camping if you're going to camp.
It's
Yep.
good.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Last
we were
year
just
it was,
talking
I don't
about
know,
you
like
guys.
30 below, so it was
Yeah.
30
better.
below would be different.
Yeah.
We're here to make a YouTube video. You're on YouTube.
Are we? Hi,
Or you will be.
Where are you guys from?
Cody.
Oh,
So
okay.
we live.
A long
we're
ways
kind
away.
of
So you're
local.
used to this.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we come into the park a lot.
See that pack of wolves yesterday?
We did. I mean, we were there pretty
Most
much all
of the
day
day.
photographing
Yeah.
them, so that was amazing. And they were
Yeah.
still there this morning.
Were they?
Yeah, they were across the river, so they weren't real close. So the
Over
carcass
by
is
the
almost
buffaloes.
gone.
That's it?
Yeah.
We were
Yeah,
like
it's picked over.
20
There's a
feet
few
from one.
bones left,
Yeah.
but I think they pretty much
Yeah, so
Yeah,
they need
the-
a new kill.
finished.
The ravens were beginning
Yeah,
to it
they've done a
yesterday.
number. I mean, you know, I'm sure the wolves came back into it last night, maybe because it's pretty scattered now. Like, it's almost like there's nothing there. It's just this big, flat, dirty spot. But, and the wolves were all still, they were on the opposite side.
Yeah, when we were there, you could see all the bones, you know, the ribs.
Yeah, now there's no, you can't even see a rib cage now. It's
Oh,
like the
really?
ribs have all been torn apart. Like, they're just laying there. Yeah, I mean, everything's just scattered. So it's interesting how overnight
If
it
it
can.
was summer, there'd be bears around.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know. That would be exciting.
I'm sure it's got a pretty color when you can see it not covered in steam. This is cool.
Yep.
Here it is. Middle of winter,
Oh, it's green.
and
Growing.
the moss here is just.
Because it's so warm.
It thinks it's in Ireland in the spring.
Consider how this hot water arrived at the surface, deep beneath your feet. Heat from the partially molten rock beneath the surface is transmitted up through the Earth's crust. Groundwater circulating through these rocks becomes heated and follows cracks upward. Where the hot water can escape at the surface, a hot spring forms.
This vat of bubbling mud contains the perfect mix of ingredients to create mud pots. Heat, gases, water, volcanic rock, minerals, acid, and even living microorganisms. Consume some of the gas and help convert them into sulfuric acid. The acid breaks down rock to form clay that mixes with water in mud pots. This one's called Red Spouter. Can't understand why. As you stand here, imagine traveling back in time to August 17th, 1959. You would find yourself on a grassy knoll. Red Spouter did not exist. Shortly before midnight, a major earthquake rocked Montana, approximately 25 miles north of here. In the aftermath, Red Spouter was born. This is such a boring little paint pot that they didn't give it a name. Jet Geyser. This one's cool. So, looks like we got a little hot spring here. We got the Spasm Geyser here. I think this geyser goes off continually. When I was a kid, we used to come and swim in the water right here. There are little hot springs in this spot, so you gotta be careful where you step, because I stepped into a hot spring once and it was pretty hot. But it's nice warm water, kind of mixes hot and cold, because right here you got all that hot water pouring off the geysers and hot springs and stuff and dumping right in the river. It's hot water and it mixes in. It's a pretty fun place to swim. Now they've made railings and everything so you can't get there, and a sign that says no swimming. Yeah, so there's a big spring right there.
Oh, there's a bench.
I guess the buffalo can't read signs.
Yeah.
Grand Prismatic Spring is the largest and one of the most brilliant of Yellowstone's many colorful hot springs. Its massive expanse stretches approximately 200 feet across. The high temperature of its water is 160.
I don't see the blue.
Ensures that the spring is often cloaked in steam.
Do you see the blue?
Yeah, no, because we can't see down. All we can see is the yellow edges. Deep beneath us, magma, blah, 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 blah. Yeah, because the blue is going to be where it's too hot for all this algae to grow. This is called Opal Pool.
That's the coolest looking thing.
You can't roller skate in a buffalo
I got a picture of them earlier.
roller skate in a buffalo herd.
They're charging at me. You can't ice skate in cleats. You can't roller skate in a buffalo herd.
My triple axle.
Yeah, that's not a triple axle. That wasn't even an axle. We just talked to them and asked them how much it would cost to stay in the lodge. And they said, like, tonight it would be $275 for a room with 2 queen beds. However, our 2-man tent that isn't even as big as a twin bed is free. And instead of staying in a nice, warm, cozy thing like that, you get to stay over here hidden in the corner where they want to make sure no one knows that there's anybody camping here. So they hide us off in the corner. Okay, let's get the stove.
I think you got charged.
Didn't charge any.
None.
Nope, we didn't get any charge.
That's good.
There's Kendall. He's going to go over to the visitor center and get some water. And here's our awesome camp. When we came here, it was hard to get around because the soft snow all deep, and now we've got it all packed around, so we got a nice little trail in and out. And we got our tent here. This is our little Hilton. It's kind of a mess inside, so we won't show you that. And we got plenty of food, and we are cooking up some hot water right here. Is it boiling yet? It's almost like a geyser. So we're having pasta Alfredo, except Kendall already had a can of tuna fish. Actually, tuna fish in the pasta Alfredo would sound pretty good, but he didn't want to ruin the tuna fish by mixing it in with the rice. I don't know if you'd want to ruin it by mixing it with the Alfredo. Sounds good to me, but we'll see. Well, I hope you enjoyed this part of our trip. In part 3, we will check out all the geysers and thermal features in Upper Geyser Basin, including Old Faithful, and then we return back to West Yellowstone. And on February 7th, 2018, we will pick a random subscriber to the channel and give them a $25 Amazon gift card. So, if you want to win, please like this video and subscribe to our channel.